She signed the divorce papers under the delusion of a glamorous new life, but his silence quickly dragged her back to reality. Watch her face the collapse as she realizes she's left with absolutely nothing.
On the day my divorce was final, I'll never forget what my ex said to me. He looked me right in the eyes and he said, "You're going to regret this. You're going to get 6 months down the road and you're going to regret divorcing me." And you know what? He's right. I did have regrets.
If you've gone through a divorce, I just need to know, does it get easier? Does it get easier being without your kids? Because all I can do every time is cry. No matter what I do, I always end up crying the whole time. Please tell me it gets better because I can't do this.
Watching her tears, I can't help but feel sad for this reality. Everyone thinks divorce is how she starts a new life, but it seems she wasn't prepared for the price to be paid, especially being away from her kids. It's truly something to reflect on.
Please, please, Terry, please, 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 Terry. I would never do that! You aren't listening to me!
No, you're not listening to me.
I love you.
I don't care what you have to say.
Baby,
it's over. It's over.
Please, I would never. I swear to you, I would never.
Let go.
Please.
Let it
I'm
go.
not letting go! I'm never letting go! I love you, please! Please!
She's honestly acting like a child, the kind who will do whatever it takes just to get what they want. Tell me, who would actually want to go back to someone like that?
These are divorce papers. I had my lawyer write them up. I've already signed.
You're f***ing divorcing me?
Yes.
Hey, I'm not gonna f***ing sign these. I'm not signing.
We're in a state where that doesn't really matter. All you're going to do is drag it out longer than it needs to
bring
be.
me divorce papers. You couldn't even come inside and we have a conversation like normal, rational f***ing adults.
I believe you.
No, we're gonna have this conversation right now. Get the f*** out of the car. We're gonna have this conversation. Mike, stop it.
No.
Stop it. We're going to have, stop it. Stop. Stop.
Clearly, this wasn't the right way to react to being served divorce papers, but she probably knew it had been coming. What bothered me even more was the way she spoke to him. It was absolutely disgusting. The problem isn't that she's too weird for anyone to tolerate. It's that she's never built anything to make anyone want to stay. Instead of crying, she should ask herself why she spent 39 years failing to become someone worth choosing.
Here you go, divorce papers. I need you to sign it. Wait a minute!
What?
I just want to let you know that I'm taking the house.
I'm taking the house. I'll go live with my mother.
Okay, hold on. I'm taking the money in the bank too.
Take the money and I'll start from scratch.
Hold on. I'm taking Max and Milo also.
Take them. I don't care. I'll be alone.
No!
No! Hey, get it back! There you go. It's signed. It's signed! It's too late! Let's go!
I bet this guy has had enough. Whether it's scripted or real, it's honestly exhausting to see her treat marriage like some kind of sick joke. Marriage is a commitment, not a playground for mind games. Once a man picks up that pen with that level of resolve, the game is over.
I'm sitting here sick and worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really? 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 Seriously? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car?
Huh?
Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in there.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car? Is your life like that difficult? Why don't you come inside? For an hour you've been out here? You've been out here for an hour?
It looks like it. I just need to rest.
Do you want me to bring you something?
Peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please. Just close the door.
Well, I'm gonna come and sit next to you.
No.
Did you just lock the door? Open the door. Open the door. Apparently, Joe Budden's podcast and the ex-football players, the Pivot, I believe it's called, they decided that they were going to discuss my video with my relationship. My man don't have social media, so he would have never seen the video that I posted of him sitting in the car and me trying to figure out why he ain't come in the house. But guess what he does watch? He watches those goddamn podcasts. So then he hears them talking about the whole scenario of what we were doing, what we were going through. And guess what he's doing now? He's packing his shit to leave because these grown men wanted to come and talk about my relationship off of a video that's 1 minute long. You guys don't know what happens in my house, okay? I posted that to give the two sides to the story. There's two sides. Okay? It's not about a woman who nags her man and he can't come in. It's also the side about the woman who works her ass off, okay? And just want to be supported. So thank you, okay? Thank you for going on your podcast and discussing my relationship and ending it. Because that's what's happening now. He's packing his stuff and he's leaving because he's embarrassed and he's humiliated and he's getting this from his friends and all these different people are like, yo, ain't this you? Ain't this you? Ain't this you? Off of your podcast. So I hope you're happy about what you've done because you've ruined my relationship. Thanks.
It's ridiculous. It's clear she destroyed the relationship herself. She's the one filming the clip, and obviously the guy has his reasons for sleeping in the car. So why does she think the podcast ruined her relationship?
Yesterday, my intention was to forgive my husband. I'm recently divorced. I took the courage to make that decision. I felt so much guilt because I wasn't sure if that was the right decision or not, and I felt all those negative emotions. But now I come to realize that was the best decision of my life, and I saw it before coming here. I saw it in my kids. My kids are happy.
No, don't use your children as a shield for your selfishness. No child is ever happy when parents split up. The truth is you destroyed a home for your own ego. Stop making excuses.
Things are happening for me. I was able to achieve a lot of stuff after that. But anyways, to make the story short, yesterday I forgave him. I realized that I finally found the love of my life.
And who is that?
That's me.
Every time a woman walks away from a long-term marriage, what's the pattern? Suddenly, it's all about her. Not the kids, not the home they built. Just me, me, and me. Are you kidding me? I'm so done with this.
Hey, peace. What's up? All right. I divorced my husband. Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's fucking sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places, fucking this one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one, and my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just gonna call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to.
She didn't lose her marriage because she became successful. No, she lost it because success slowly turned into superiority. The moment respect disappeared, the relationship was already running on borrowed time.
I just came to the realization that, like, if you're 40 years old, you're never gonna find love. Like, oh my God. Sorry, I woke up like really emotional because I was married for, oh my God, I need to stop. I was married for over 20 years, and like, I was so used to being a wife. Like, I loved being married, you know? Like, I love being a wife. I love having like that one person I love coming home to and like venting all my to. And now it's like, yeah, you date people and like sparks fly, and then it's just like, oh, I found better, you know?
This is another classic case. A woman with a loyal husband, a stable home, and 20 years of happiness. Yet she still says, I'm bored. So she leaves. Why? Because the spark faded. And in the end, she's left regretting everything.
I was talking to my ex again, and there was a TikTok, I had a fan on here, a TikTok follower that messaged me, and she said, hey, I started talking to this guy, and I noticed on his Instagram, like those highlight reels, you were in one of his highlight reels, like you guys made a TikTok together. And I was like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend, because we were like trying to work things out. It was long distance, whatever. And she's like, oh, well, we're talking. He said he was single. And I'm like, I'm not even crying about that. I think I'm just more sad about the fact that, like, it's impossible. It's impossible to find someone that you will 100% trust. And part of it has to do with me too, because of my insecurities. But honestly, 99% of the time it's because they're cheating, you know, because it's so accessible. Social media, talking to other women. Why do I still have my fucking seatbelt on?
So she starts crawling back to her ex only to find some girl on TikTok bragging about dating him. And suddenly, she's devastated. Honestly, what did she expect?
This is the last day in my house that I've lived at for the last 8 years, and I'm packing, I'm loading things up in my car, and I'm just feeling everything. I'm documenting everything and sharing with you guys how hard it is, but it can be done. It can be done. If you're in a similar situation of wanting to end a relationship or marriage, it's going to be very, very hard, but it is possible. I move out officially tomorrow, but I've just been in here in the house while no one else is here, and I just have all these memories running through my head, and it just sucks. It just sucks right now.
I just wish that things could just like go back to normal. I just want us to be able to go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow like nothing even happened.
Well, that's not going to happen. And let's get one thing straight. We are not sleeping in bed. I am sleeping in bed. You are sleeping on the couch until you are out of here.
Well, can you tell me what I would need to do to just make things go back to the way they were?
Yeah. Get out.
Well,
now and leave, and it will go way back to the way things were before we met.
Okay, well, that's obviously not what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, that's the only solution that I have. You don't get to cheat on me and then just beg for me to take you back. Doesn't work like that. You messed up, you pay the price, and that's it. Okay. I don't have tolerance for that stuff. And you've known that your entire time of being with me, that I do not put up with cheating or lying or any of this infidelity kind of stuff. You can keep begging all you want, but you're just going to look stupid. What I want is for you to be gone. So that I can be here in peace.
I want to go to bed next to each other tonight and just wake up tomorrow like normal.
No, please. It's not happening.
Why?
You are not welcome in my bed anymore.
It's our bed.
No, it is not. It has not been our bed since you had another guy in it.
Watching her beg makes people feel pity. But let's remember who initiated the destruction of their home. Regret only strikes when she realizes the cost of her adventure is too high. He's doing the right thing. Once it's discarded, never pick it back up.
Divorce is really hard. I thought I could talk about this. I didn't realize how raw it was. And I did not expect fucking having a New York City office that I'm commuting into to stir up all of these feelings. I thought I was so past this. I moved out 2 years ago. And I'm not. I had a whole wall in our house of like family portraits.
And not in like a corny, horrible way, like in a cool way. Like I had great pictures. And, you know, I only kept the ones of my son, right? And this is one of them. And it's, wait, let me give you a better version. My son when he was 8, probably. And we were decorating for Christmas. And I remember how lonely I would feel every Christmas. But then I look at this picture. I'm like, oh, that was our mirror. And I remember when we bought it. I remember when we bought those sofas. Or when we installed those light fixtures. I remember the painting that was right above them. Like the stuff in the background. Like you put together a life with someone, right? And you think you're going to be with them forever. And that's your plan. And you go into it fully, earnestly, thinking you're going to be with them forever.
I really don't want to blame anyone in this situation, but she was truly the one who decided to walk away. And yet here, she is regretting the memories of the past. It's hard to understand.
Dude, leave me then. Leave me and see what happens. Literally, if you leave me, there are 20 other dudes waiting outside of the door to be with me.
Are you kidding me?
You want to sit here and act like I'm not the prize. Dude, I'm perfect. Every single person in this world wants to be with me. They would die to be with me. And you're sitting here talking about you're going to leave me, you're going to leave me. Do it. Do me a favor.
Dude, all of this because I caught you cheating with your ex and I asked you to unfollow them.
Dude, I don't care. It's not my fault that everybody wants me. It's literally not my fault.
She says 20 guys are waiting for her. Great. Let them deal with her mess. Kick her to the curb, man, because there are probably 20 better girls waiting for you out there.
I don't need a woman. I don't need this. But this is what he's left with when I'm gone. When it's time for me to pack it up, this is what he's left with. This is what he's left with, guys. But a man think he all this because he pays all the bills. This is what he's left with. This is what he's left with, guys. Decorations going out of the bathroom, empty bathroom. This is what he's left with. I'm gonna show you all of his things. This is all my things. I'm about to pack all this up too. This is what he's left with, guys. This is what he's left with. This is all his stuff. This is his whole life.
It's funny and familiar to see a TV just placed on the floor with no furniture. But let's be real. That's just the truth of how a man truly enjoys his own space. Wouldn't you say?
When I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce, I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present. Got us in like ASAP, like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. And so we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. You know, it's hard for me to like say the words. And I was like, I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details.
It's pathetic how she staged this emergency therapy session, just fishing for an emotional outburst from him. She wanted him to beg to feel important, but that silence was a reality check to her ego. Her mind game completely backfired.
There's this woman who ended a 12-year marriage because she had ChatGPT analyze her husband's coffee grounds, and it told her that he was cheating. According to Greek City Times, she snapped a pic of her husband's leftover coffee grounds in the bottom of his mug, uploaded it to ChatGPT, and asked the AI to read them like some sort of psychic. And Chat was like, yeah, cheater, with a younger woman whose name starts with the letter E. Total homewrecker. The husband thought it was just a TikTok trend and laughed it off as nonsense, but the wife was not playing around. The wife took this AI coffee grounds reading as the gospel truth, told him to leave, told the kids that mom and dad are getting divorced, and when the husband refused to accept this separation, she hit him with actual divorce papers. If your marriage is hanging by a thread and a chatbot reading your coffee mug is the final straw, the coffee grounds aren't the problem. Here in the United States, we're overall cautious and even a little fearful about the increased use of AI. It's not a psychic, it's not a therapist, and it's not even an expert. What it is a series of zeros and ones that learns and spews out information, much of it not even accurate. While it's good at certain tasks, if you're using it to make major life decisions like getting divorced, proceed with caution. It might be able to help you identify red flags in a relationship if you give it enough information, but it certainly can't tell that your husband is cheating based on some coffee grounds. Come on now. Instead of asking AI to be clairvoyant, maybe try conversing with a human instead, preferably the other human involved in your relationship.
It is ridiculous that she destroyed a 12-year marriage just because of coffee grounds analyzed by AI. A person who lacks the sanity to distinguish between an algorithm and reality does not deserve to be a wife.
I don't know if I'm going to actually post this because this is super vulnerable for me and I'm a pretty open person. But earlier this year, I told my husband I wanted a divorce. And this would probably shock a lot of my friends and my family because I hadn't told anybody, okay? I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog, where all of those things, okay? Had a full breakdown. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. And that is probably the reason why I have not left, okay? Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met, right? Which I don't know if anybody's are. The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself.
She calls him kind and good, yet uses that as an excuse to hold on. That's not love. It's just an anchor for her own convenience. Once she's bored of playing the wife, she's ready to toss everything away for hollow illusions.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to figure out why this gets so much of your attention and not me.
What are you talking? No, it doesn't.
Okay, then you can make a choice. 7 days without the PlayStation or 7 days without your wife.
Honey, are you kidding me? You know I love you. That's such an easy choice. Come here. We'll see you when you get back.
What?
So I'm on a 3-hour drive right now, so of course that means time to think. And my thought process right now is like, I'm a hopeless romantic. I really want to just be at the same place, same time, exchange numbers with somebody, and woo, the butterflies and all that, and like, it stays though. It's not, I meet someone and then get ghosted 2 weeks later. But yeah, it's like, does that even exist anymore? Can you just be somewhere, meet someone, and wow, the sparks fly? Like, I'm such a hopeless romantic. But yet here I am sitting on these stupid dating apps expecting something to happen, which clearly isn't. Like, how do we do this in this new age? I don't know what to do. Do I just stay single? Like, I'm so confused. But of course I'm still on these dating apps because I'm a hopeless romantic.
Suddenly 45 is the new 20 obsessed with fairy tales. Where was this energy when the prince was actually riding white horses? Don't peddle that enjoying single life narrative. The reality is you missed the boat and are just desperately rewriting your own history.
The other socially enforced gender norm that plays into the challenges of leaving a nice guy is that women are still being given the message that our greatest value is our ability to care for and to nurture others. So I'll say for myself that when I let myself know that I'd outgrown my marriage and that in order to pursue my own happiness, I had to leave a really decent man.
No, you didn't.
It messed with me because it seemed like a very uncaring thing to do. I was also telling myself that it was kind of a selfish thing to do to my husband and to my kids, and I knew it was gonna, you know, obviously affect the whole family. And, you know, most of us do care as well what people think.